Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. Thanks for being on time. I know we haven't people pop in while we are waiting for some more guests and beautiful consultants. I would love for you to utilize the chat feature. So if you want to click on, if you're on your phone, click more and you're going to see the chat option. Or if you're on your computer, you're going to see the chat option. And we would love to know where you are from because we always have women from all over the United States and who invited you, or if you're a beauty consultant. So if you're a guest, who invited you? So go ahead, put that in the chat. I'm super excited to go over our Sparkle in Seconds eyeshadow thing tonight. Sorry, I might have just asked you to unmute, Haley, and I was trying to mute, whatever. Anyways, you're all good to go. Just ignore any notifications. But I'm excited to show you three looks. We're going to do three quick looks. And as you're commenting in the chat, I would love to know, like, what is the hardest thing that you struggle with eyeshadow? You know, like, is it that it takes too much time or blending or the right colors? Well, we're going to go over some like easy peasy, no matter the skill level, no matter what tools you have, we're going to make it look great and fast. Okay. So as we're getting started here, we're going to go ahead and share a little picture here of what to text me so we can get you entered into some prizes for tonight. You're going to go ahead and text the word sparkle to 619-202-8225. That's me. You'll get a quick text in about 30 seconds or 60 seconds. Sorry. That is going to show you, to get into all the little fun gifts. We have some lip gloss. We have some eyeshadow. We have an eye glam bundle with the cutest stinking. Oh my gosh. Do you have it near you, Melissa? Let me pin you so everyone can see. Put that up to the camera. Okay. It has got a Swarovski crystal. It says Mary Kay, the gold ripple. Okay. So we're combining from afar. It's got a magnetic palette, and we're gonna put, let me put me in here. Hold on one second. Let's put a side by side ad spot. Continue. Okay, look at this gorgeous palette that's gonna go in it. Okay, they go together. Who's excited for the eye glam bundle? Okay. So that's going to be our main giveaway at the end of the evening. So you're going to want to make sure that you fill in these forms so that way you can make sure you get all the entries possible and chatting in the chat to get you more. Okay. So it looks like blending is something we want to work on. Love it. All right. Well, we have a couple more people popping in, and we'll also put in the chat what to text and maybe bring that up again in a second. My name is Brianna Goodwin, and I have been with Mary Kay for 14 years. It'll be 14 in January. I just started to say 14. You know, when like you're a little kid and you're like, in 2 days, I'll be this age. I just started taking on the next year of being in Mary Kay. And prior to this, I used to do makeup. Not that you have to have any clue how to do makeup to be a Mary Kay consultant. That just happened to be my background. So I love to put free workshops on like this so you know how to use our product and you can feel confident. Because prior to that, guess what else I was? A hairdresser. And so as being a hairdresser, I knew I could do someone's hair and make it all look beautiful. But if I didn't teach them how to do it, they couldn't recreate it at home. And so that is the goal today, right? That you can recreate these simple looks at home and get that same pro look. All right, so if you're just coming in, you're just joining, text the word sparkle to 619-202-8225. It's in the chat. We'll pull up the picture one more time just in case. In 60 seconds, you're going to be able to get a quick text. And we just want to make sure to put that up because you're going to get entered in for our eye glam bundle and then some other lip gloss and some eyeshadow and who knows? I have other prizes up here. I get a little prize happy when you guys are on here. So there we go. Some other personal stuff about me, just so you know a little bit more about me behind the scenes of Mary Kay. I'm a single mom. I homeschool my son, Tristan, who will be 11 tomorrow. See, that's why I'm in the going ahead because he's been counting down. And we actually, our hobby is to horseback ride. And I'll get to tell you a little bit more about that in my story later. And I had really bad cystic skin prior to Mary Kay. I used to have to get shots in my face, cystic acne, all the things. And so to come from dealing with that to really transforming the skin, falling in love with the products, I then literally fell in love with connecting with women. And I knew that women were so busy. We have so many hats. I want you guys to tell me what is your other job or how many kids you have. Throw that in the chat. We would love to know what keeps you busy during the week. And so this time, whether it's a makeup workshop or you've probably been on one of our facials where we get to do some fun skincare, I loved that time where a woman got to totally fully invest in herself and take some time for her. And so that was just a really fun connection to give back. And then we have so many consultants in our team. I love to coach and mentor them of how to have more freedom and flexibility and some more income and dream bigger and think bigger. So we'll get to talk about that a little bit more too. Okay, so we're gonna dive into what we're doing tonight. And again, put in the chat, you get entries for every time you put in there. I'm a nanny and soon to be real estate agent. I have no kids. Awesome. BCBA, working from home and on one aid at school. What's BCBA? Tell me real quick, just so I make sure I know what that is. I love it. Thanks for putting it in the chat. So as you guys keep putting what keeps you busy in the chat, we're going to be going over 3 looks tonight. Board certified behavior analyst. Awesome. I love that. See, that sounds, I was like, is it a sport? Is she in real estate? I know now. Okay. I'm a graphic designer working remotely. I have no kids. I'm a high school teacher with 2 kids, no kids, but just finished my last class for school and will graduate Saturday. Oh my gosh. Karen, still working full-time as a food program manager. Yes. Wow. Wow. I love it. So in these 3 looks, we're going to have a really simple everyday look. We're going to have an in-between one I've already filmed. I call it the brunch beauty. So it's kind of this beautiful pinky daytime, like middle of the ground. And we're going to have an evening look. How do we spice it up? Maybe it could be your New Year's Eve look or a holiday look or just your date night look. Okay. So we're going to show you 3. And I'm going to show you, I'm looking at my notes here, so don't forget how to mix our new shimmer eyeshadow sticks. These really cool, blendable, easy sticks. They don't budge. They don't move. I'm telling you, girls, I've gone to the ranch and they eat and they don't move. And I'm going to teach you some tricks if you have maybe some oily eyelids, especially how to not make them move. But I'm going to teach you how to mix and blend them for some more definition with our normal eyeshadows that are our Chroma Fusion eyeshadows, just to kind of have some fun. All right. And then how to do maybe some eyeliner and some mascara with it. So as you can see, I have my full face already on. So just so you kind of know what I already have, just in case you're just looking into other things besides eyeshadow. I have our foundation primer on. I mixed my foundation, our CC cream, with our matte foundation. Kind of gives me this semi-matte finish. I always finish with a silky setting powder. I do have some contour on and a little bit of blush. I always use our volumizing brow tint, and I use our little brow pencil here. I did do a little bit of highlight just to have a little extra sparkle because of what we're doing tonight. And then I used our liner and our rosewood lipstick. And then I just decided to throw on a little bit of clear gloss because it's so stinking dry. If you guys are dealing with dryness right now and we end up needing to do a glow session later just to hydrate you, let us know because winter's kind of getting a little dry if we need a little checkup from the neck up. Okay. So we have our base on right now. And of course I finish with some finishing spray. So we're going to go into, let me show you our first look here, which is the sweet and simple eye look. Okay. Yes to dryness. All right. Who else is dealing with the dryness? Everyone's been telling me. So it's going to be these 3 colors. So we have our 2 shimmer eyeshadow sticks and we have 1 Chroma Fusion eyeshadow. So this is going to be perfect because my first tip for applying these to make sure that they don't crease and they don't budge. If you do have really oily eyelids, do I have this other thing next to me right here? Let me see. Quick. Do I have any of my beauty blotters? Okay, well, we have these things called beauty blotters. I think mine are in my purse right now, or I was using them, but they're those little paper sheets. So if you're really oily, you could blot the lid first. I'm looking because sometimes I hide them under my desk. Okay, if not, this is going to be perfect. I want you to take a all over eyeshadow brush here, and I want you just to put it, you could use any color, but If you're not wanting to change the pigments a ton, I use something like Biscotti or whatever is your eyelid shade. Okay. We could do different kinds of browns and things like that. So for me, before I even apply any shimmer, I'm always doing a little coat of this all over my lid to suck up any oil or shine like that. And it also creates this beautiful base. Now, happens to be for this look, it wanted us to use Biscotti anyways. So I am going to do it over that whole lid so we can also have a little bit of the highlight. We're going to be brightening up that inner eye a little bit. Boom. Look how much even brighter that is. It already brings you awake. Super easy. Okay. So in this first look, I'll swatch these on my hand so you can see we have two colors. We have Golden Sunrise right here. So pretty. Look at the shimmer on those puppies. And then we also have this one, Copper Nova, that we're going to use as well. See how that's a little bit of that golden. So, so beautiful on every skin color. So what I'm going to do is take Golden Sunrise. I'm going to start at my inner corner. And I'm just doing little swipes right here. And I'm going to stop for me about where I hit that bone. You see, everyone has your own crease bone. I'm really focusing on inner corner to middle here because I'm going to apply that other color on the outer corner. You don't need any blending things. You, of course, can, but these are easy enough to just take your finger and just blend them out like that. Pressing them in. When you press them into it, kind of sets them. Also is going to help there to not be any crease. Put a lot of highlighter on my nose here. Let me just, once I get close with my light, let's just tone her down. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to take, look how easy this is, you guys. We said in seconds, we're going to take Copper Nova and we're going to go to this outer corner. I'm kind of going to where I feel my bone end and where my crease is. I'm going to kind of create the shape of where I want it to be, which is going to be right on that bone in there. I'm just going to pull it in. You could do all kinds of shapes. You could do circle. I'm doing a little bit of a V here. I'm going to take my finger. I'm going to pull it in this time to blend it because I don't want to go any further out. I'm just going to kind of push it up here, going a little bit past where I went just to kind of make it look like a little bit of a softer line here. Okay. Done. That's what I'm saying. It's so easy. Now you could, if you want to get a little fancy, you could take this Copper Nova and we could maybe do a little bit underneath the eye as well, like that, just to kind of balance out and give a little sparkle under there, which I like that. But again, if you do that, you do want to take your finger and we just want to press it in underneath that eye. Now it's not going to smudge or move. Okay, I need you to blow up the chat. No matter what color you could use. Are you telling me that that is the easiest? You can run out the door. We're going to throw, I have fake lashes on, so that's easy, but you could just put on some mascara and call it a day. All right, well, we're going to do a little mascara on the bottom here so we can finish it off. And that way we can just do this. I like the simple. Isn't it nice? Okay. So we're just going to do a little bit of mascara here. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you a reel of the Brunch Beauty. And the Brunch Beauty, I'm going to swatch it real quick. Done. Done. Okay. Brunch Beauty is going to be showing you Copper Nova and also Pink Prisms. So if you want a little bit of pinky purple in your life and you're liking that tone, all right, let me go ahead and show this video because we're going to do simple, easy on this and date night on this. I'm going to look wild after this. I've never done 2 different eye looks at the same time on 2 different eyes, but here we go. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up and then we're going to give away a prize, Melissa. So don't let me go so excited that I go past this one and we don't give away a prize after showing this video. So let me make sure I'm sharing my sound. And then we're going to vote on what's your favorite one after we show all the looks. Okay, so sharing for sound, and here's Brunch Beauty. So bad that I'm scared that now I know
if you ever I can't believe somehow I went my whole life without your name on my lips, without my heart on the line. Now that I'm in it, I could spend every night without any advice. I think I'm addicted. Now I know how good it is. I think I'm addicted to your hands on my hips. I think it's the first time that I know what I need, and I want you so bad.
All right, so that's our brunch beauty. You get to see all those colors there. That's Copper Nova, Pink Prisms, and I'll show you up close. This is such a beautiful color as well. Up here, Dusty Rose. All right, and aren't these really fun? These little mini palettes here where you could also put a couple of little eyeshadows in like that for on the go. Okay, so we're gonna do a different look on this eye. While that video was playing, I just did a little bit of biscotti on that lid. Again, just it's not changing the color or the look. It's just to make sure that these don't crease, don't move. You could use these on as primers as well. So you could also layer eyeshadow on top of these if you wanted to enhance one of your mineral eyeshadows or something like that. So I'm going to do a little different because we're going, oh, thank you. See, I knew I would do it. I knew I would do it, Melissa. Let's give a gift away. Karen. Okay, Karen, do you want an eyeshadow or a lip gloss? I have a chocolate nude, which would be a perfect nude for you. I have a sheer lip gloss, and I also have a beautiful bronzy eyeshadow. So put in the chat, all of them would look great on you. Lip gloss. Okay, do you want the chocolate nude? Let me show you. I know that this looks dark, but on your skin tone, it looks like a beautiful nude. Or we have kind of like a clear iridescent-y. So chocolate nude or sheer illusion. Boom. Girl, you're gonna love it. Okay. It's gonna look great on you. All right, so we're gonna do chocolate nude for you. All righty, so let's do this. We're gonna grab our brushes when we do need them. It's important to have them, okay? So we're gonna use a blending brush. If you get any brush in your life and you wanna do these shimmer eyeshadows and not have to be a brush girl, at least just get this one and then use your finger. I promise you this will do everything you need. We're gonna dip into hazelnut. This is one of the best blending colors to transition and make things look soft. If you have a little bit of a deeper skin tone, you would go into like our Cinnabar instead. But those are these neutral matte colors that help things to not look, I'll never forget. I don't use it anymore, but I used to have a whole MAC case prior to Mary Kay. And when I went to that makeup artist, she said, doing this in your crease makes it look airbrushed. Okay. So we're going to go into hazelnut. We're going to go directly in the end of it like this, not on the sides. We are going to do a one little puff if you saw that product come off so that none is coming down. And we're just going to take this into the crease in here. Okay, and we're just going to press, and this is just going to really help with our transition colors. Now, remember, this is date night. This is New Year's Eve. We're going to be getting under a little bit of darker colors with this, but we still want to make them look flawless and blendy. So I'm just kind of packing it on here, just kind of pulling it out a little bit, just so we have a nice blend. I'm probably going to use one color that isn't on what these look like. Let me show you real quick what we're going after. I forgot to pull up the colors. This is date night, what we're going after. Let me show you. Date night inspired. So we're going into these deep bronzy, yummy colors, okay? So we're creating this crease right now with the hazelnut so that we can get these to blend really nice. So we just put that there. Literally can't mess it up, okay? If we want to create a little bit of depth, we could take an angle brush, put it in that hazelnut, and we could also bring it underneath. One of my favorite colors to bring underneath to not make the eye look too dark, but also give it a little bit of oomph, okay? Now, we're going to take the Radiant Bronze. Make sure I have the right color right now. Radiant Bronze, okay? Let's put it on the hand so you can compare. Okay, that's going to be Radiant Bronze. We All right, we went from simple sweet, we're going dark. So we're gonna put this on our lid in here, inner corner, about 2/3 of the way in. Okay. I love that Jeannie out of the corner of my eye is doing this with me. I just realized because I was like, I think she's, or Jelani, sorry, Jelani. I just looked up and saw Jay. I'm like, someone's doing it with me. Okay, so look, this is where people get scared and they're like, ah! Okay, we're gonna take a brush. We can't just use our finger. Actually, let's just show you the finger. Okay, we're gonna go in to out, blending, okay? Boom, we just blend that in. I love how easy these blend in, okay? That's it, easy, blends in. That's not the eye look, but it blends in and it's done. We're gonna add a teeny bit up here. We just need to bring it up a little bit higher. Okay, blends right in. Now we're gonna take Midnight Galaxy. This one's really dark. And we're going to go in this outer corner and a little bit of a V. Now notice, I know that looks nuts, but I'm stopping there because this is a lot of color and I don't want it that dark. And I'm coming in with our little blendy brush and I'm gonna press it in. I'm pressing it in and now I'm just kind of pulling it out right here. Gonna push it in with my finger a little bit just to kind of melt her. And there we go. So that way we can get this. I'm just pulling it up a teeny bit. When you see me do this, I'm literally pushing it a little bit just to blend in there. Gonna get my finger in here just to blend that out. And then you can kind of play with it. You can kind of stack it. So we just need to pull a little bit up here and I'll show you what I'm gonna do just to brighten this up a little bit. But I just needed a little bit more depth in there. And then I'm pushing it in. And you're just really, I'm actually pushing pretty hard with these because once you put them on, they really like go on. So that's why it's okay to kind of go back and forth with your finger here. So we've created this depth. I'm going to come back with my hazelnut and I'm going to soften her out again, just in case. This is why this hazelnut is great. It's just going to kind of chill that out. I'll show you that just so that way you can see just one eye. And then this is not on the thing, but this is what I would do. I'm going to come in with some moonstone right here because for me having a hooded eye, I need to brighten up my lid a little bit like this. And so I'm going to bring it into that inner corner. And then I'm just going to blend it a little bit. So for me, it's really important to keep that. See how that just opened my eye right away, just to have a little bit. For me, I can't have too dark, right? Or otherwise it closes the eye down. See how having brighter for me opens the eye up. I'm going to also take a little bit of that moonstone and just brighten up right here underneath the lid. And I'm going to even go in with a little bit more hazelnut. And see how that kind of just softens that up in there again and just kind of brings it together. So with this, you could even really pack on a bronze or something in here and get that light and dark smoky color for like a night look. Okay, I'm going to come in with this one with some eyeliner. You can use black. This is Steely. It's a gray one. Like that. And we're just going to do the lid just to give us some depth in here. Boom, boom, boom. These don't move either. Maybe do a little bit under here. I'm just doing really light. When I do a dark liner, I'm just doing it on the outer corner for me. I'm not going all the way in or that will close my eye down. We're going to do a little bit of mascara. A little bit of mascara for those lower lashes. And I'll show you all these colors separate on my hand. I realized I didn't show you Midnight Galaxy. Okay, and then we put on the bottom. So we can do a whole dark smoky eye. Looks totally different if that's just the only one there. Or we can do a really light easy eye. or we can do the other one. Okay, so let me show you Midnight Galaxy on my hand. So we're going to do a couple voting things right now. We're going to do one. What's our favorite color shimmer? Do we like Midnight Galaxy? Do we like Radiant Bronze, Pink Prisms, Copper Nova, or Golden Sunrise? You could do one or two of your favorite. Put it in the chat. What's your favorite? Also, if you've ever tried a creamy eyeshadow before, Copper Nova is winning. And Radiant Bronze, gorge, yes. So Karen, this is so close to rustic of what you're getting. Is crazy. So I love that you love that. Okay. Pink Prisms. Is it glitter? It's not glitter. It is shimmer. So there's no glitter chunks coming out. So there's a definite shimmer in them, that metallic look, but they are a creamy consistency that then go on. And then this is why I got to show you our eye makeup remover. This is in one of our sets tonight because they don't move. They don't budge. Okay. Once they're on, like they're not mixing together. So these will stay on all day, but they're giving you that little bit of a wet look. Okay. So let me show you guys our eye makeup remover. I just made this video the other day because if you grab one of these, the eye makeup remover is going to be your best friend. You're also going to see me use our micellar water to remove foundation and makeup. I call it the Lazy Girl Face Wash. This is all about the difference of them, but you'll still get to see how this removes eye makeup so fast.
To get you feeling alive. Tell me how to show you it's a beautiful life. I'll do anything to pull you into the light, 'cause everything will change when you open your eyes. Yeah. So don't you let the sunlight go out without you. Don't you
So that day I had the pink prisms on, and did you see how easy that just took it right off? Okay. So people will tell me all the time, it's okay, makeup wipe, it's okay, I'll just use face wash. And I'm like, but does it come off that easy? All right. So let's show you some sets for tonight of how you can get some deals. You probably got another link, and we can also put it in the chat if you didn't. But let me go ahead and pull up these fun little deals that we have for you. And we would just love to hear your favorite, because filling out these forms ensures that you get in for our biggest eye glam bundle. And then we're going to give away another prize as well here. So after I show these bundles, before we go to our next section, just make sure you cut me off and you do the prize. All right, so we have our first one, is the Sparkle Starter Set. This is going to be 2 shimmer eyeshadow sticks and your favorite mascara. Boom, you're going to save 15. You can create any eye look. It's going to be so easy peasy. Or maybe you want the ultimate glam bundle. Maybe you want some eye makeup remover to take it off. Maybe you want some eyeliner, and maybe you want to mix in one eyeshadow color, a brightener one, a blending one. So you're going to get an eyeshadow, an eyeliner. You're going to get your mascara, 2 sticks, and your eye makeup remover. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull up to do a prize, but make sure you fill out that second link. Let me know if you guys didn't get the second link, by the way, so that way we can make sure we can put it into the chat. But we're going to go ahead and pull that up, and we're going to give away an eyeshadow. Oh, you're getting a lip gloss. Karen, you are not getting the eyeshadow. I got confused. Okay, go ahead. Haley, woohoo! Okay, Haley, you can choose 2. Because we have both. Do you want a lip gloss or do you want an eyeshadow? We have all kinds of fun lip gloss colors. We have some Sheer Illusion left, or you would get this fun, gorge, rustic, kind of beautiful, bronzy eyeshadow. Okay, love it. All right, so I'm going to do this next part, not matching. You do not get the link. Karen, sorry, Melissa, can we grab that link? We're going to put it in the chat for you guys. So that way you have it. Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to go through some of the fun things about our opportunity. And we're going to give you guys some more questions so you can get some more entries into the thing. So let me just go ahead. I have some pictures to pull up. So I'm just going to share a little bit more of my story and some really cool things have been happening because of this Mary Kay business. And I want you guys to start dreaming with me a little bit for your life. And so I have 4 fun questions to kind of go through you guys with. So let me pull both of these up real quick. So I just have them available. Alrighty, so I want to just kind of show you where I started because a lot of people I know get to see me on here and they're like, oh, she feels confident or she likes people and this would of course is easy for her. But you guys, I started when I was 22 years old. This is me at 22 years old. This is me getting pinned at my first party ever. And I wasn't even wearing the right shade of red lipstick. And I was you guys, my mom had just passed away a year before I started. And I was actually on anxiety medication. I couldn't even smile with my teeth. I mean, I just was so serious and rigid. And I just want to show what a full circle difference. This was just on a trip with my dad and my son, you guys. A couple months ago, I think we just got back in October and we were in Yellowstone. And I just really love having the freedom and the flexibility in this business to really design the life that we want. And who knew that this business would also heal me and be something that brought my dad to his first AA meeting and really heal that inner child of getting to build a friendship with my dad again, because I started working on me. This is just some more pictures of our trip that we took of having the extra income because of sales that we were able to go on multiple horseback rides deep into Yellowstone to see things that people don't ever normally get to see. And this is an example of literally working on the go. Like when I say that you get to design this business and take it where you go, I am in an actual trailer. Okay. I brought my ring light and I'm jumped on an event to be with 100 people that night. And that morning I was literally on that horse and just getting to really design the day to day. Just another picture with my dad here. And then this is actually at home. This is homeschooling my son. This is truly me. I am working on a bench, sending a couple of texts while my son gets to do homeschool and we get to really figure out what that looks like. But then you get to win. You get to really win in a big way because we've earned 8 free cars. Never in a million years did I think that 22-year-old me would have the ability to earn 8 free cars, not have a car payment, not have to pay insurance, not have to pay taxes, get to win with other women, celebrate other women on our team, and then be able to be recognized in a really big way, which is on stage, getting to wear gowns, getting to be treated like a Cinderella dream, and getting to pick up diamond rings and all that stuff. But it all starts just because we get to give back to women. And so I want to ask you guys some questions in the chat here. If you an extra $300 to $600 a month coming in consistently, what would change for you right now? Okay, what would change for you right now in your life? What bill would that cover? What would it relieve? What is something that if every single month you're like, I could count on an extra $300 to $600 a month, what would that look like? Well, recently, I know you're like, God, this girl talks a lot about horses, but my whole dream as a little girl was to be able to have a horse one day. And this all of a sudden came up into my life of I needed flexibility. I needed an extra $500 a month, literally last month of this thing coming into my life to lease a horse. And so because of that business, I was able to increase my income overnight to be able to pay for it. And so I'll show you that as you're commenting in the chat here real quick.
And just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me. I'm in, and just like that, all I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me. No one can lift me, catch me the way that you do. I'm still falling for you.
So put in your dreams. What is your dream for 2026, right? Pay off student loans. I'd use it for extra spending money. Okay. So in 2026, if you're like, I could go after a dream I've never gotten to go after, what would it be? Put it in the chat. So Mary Kay, we make 50% of everything that we sell and we get it right away. And you get to do it on your own time. The next thing is freedom and flexibility. Okay. So if you could design your ideal work schedule, how many hours a week would you want to work? If you could, I know everyone's like nothing. Okay, we know that that's not possible. So if you really could go, okay, this amount of time would actually work better for my life balance, putting my faith first, family second, career third, right? What would that look like? If you could have your ideal schedule, how many hours a week would you want to work? Or if you were to take on something part-time, how many is like actually legitimately that you're like, I could handle this amount into my life? Lauren says traveling. I love that. And you guys, this is why, again, I love how Mary Kay's structure works, because there's no quotas, there's no have tos. So if you want to do some appointments, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can do them on Zoom. You can do it in person. You can do it on the road, on the go, as long as you have a computer. You could literally do this from anywhere. So it really allows you to fit this into the pockets of your time. Number 3. Okay, when was the last time you were truly recognized or rewarded for your hard work? Like really recognized, not just like a group email, not just like you know, I don't even know what they do. I guess I want to know when the last time you were recognized and what happened, because I've heard some actually crazy stories from people of what that looks like in the workforce. So 10 to 15 hours, 15 to 20 hours. I don't know the last time. Okay, that's a normal answer actually that I get. We just don't know, right? Sometimes the last time we've been recognized was like in school when we got like an award or a certificate, because you're like, I attended every day. I don't know the last time either. Yeah. And so, it's funny because as women, yes, we work really hard and we hold a lot of hats, but we don't actually work really hard. We kind of keep ourselves at a certain point because we're not really motivated to make a ton of money, but we are motivated to like have fun or go after things that are going to affect our life. Or when we feel appreciated or valued, it's kind of like the gasoline on the fire that gets us going with something. And so when we're not being valued or we don't have a really awesome community, our soul isn't being really filled. We kind of feel depleted. We kind of feel like we give everywhere. And so I was very surprised to come into a Mary Kay environment where it's like, I can earn prizes monthly, quarterly, bonuses. I have the company that calls me and appreciates me and checks in on how I'm doing, knows my son's name. They give me postcards and they write affirmation letters and they put on huge events for us to just feel like a princess and take us on trips all around the world. And so those are things I would just say, if you could go, hey, I am a quality champion woman and I have things that I know I could be really good at something, but am I also being appreciated for my effort? Now, the last one is, what area of your life is ready for confidence or growth upgrade into 2026? So which area of your life, like, do you want to grow in your confidence, your self-esteem, your time management, your money management, leadership skills? What area you're like, I'm ready to step this up in 2026. I want to see this area of my life grow. Confidence, time management, money management, leadership skills, relationship skills. There's so much I learned. Oh my gosh, being someone to learn how to communicate, create boundaries, not only manage money, but grow money, have an abundant mindset that I'm able to receive more money than I ever imagined. I'm always like, yeah, I can tell you how to pay stuff and pay stuff off, but what if we could increase your income 10 times, right? Okay, so love that. So those are some really fun things I never expected in our Mary Kay journey. So I'm just going to show you real quick, if you ever decided to try this with us, whether that just means you want a discount for yourself and you just don't want to pay full price on your own stuff and you want to just be your own best customer, or you're like, you know what, I would love to make some extra income and just give it a try and see what the heck happens and maybe fill in the gaps to go towards my other dream, just to have some extra money in the bank. This is what is included in a starter kit. So this comes with over $400 worth of full-size products. It has our skincare system that I'm sure many of you use, our CC creams, that eye makeup remover, our charcoal mask, our microdermabrasion, super cute bag. So you can get all that for $125, get you a gorgeous website, ability to process credit cards. Or if you're like, I want to just stick a toe in the water, I am nervous, okay, I just want to see how it goes, you could do the eStart for $35. It's kind of like a Costco membership. It allows you to be a consultant right away and just kind of see how it goes. All right. So those are some options on there, just so you know. And we do have a signing bonus for tonight as well. Melissa, I don't know if you have that on your computer because I know I sent you the picture, but if you're like, you know what, I think I want to give it a try. I think I would love to like pay off my Christmas and go into 2026 with like having something to fill in the gaps and go after that dream, not have to do a ton of time. We have these BioCell lifting, the lifting biocellulose masks. They feel, I'm not even kidding you guys, it feels like the skin of a seal. We have SeaWorld next to us, and it clings to your face and it instantly hydrates and lifts your skin for 24 hours. You need one of these going into the special events time so you look yummy, hydrated, and snatched. Okay, so you would get one of those. They're so delicious, a little self-care gifty. Okay, so that would be your fun little gift if this decides to be something that you want to try out. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and give away our last iGlam bundle. And you guys, just for being here tonight, you know that you're going to get an entry for our $1,000 giveaway coming up on the last Monday of the month. And if you maybe find time just for a quick 20-minute call, if you're thinking like, I do want to learn a little bit more about that Mary Kay opportunity, you can also get an extra entry for that $1,000 giveaway. If you want to purchase anything you saw from tonight, you'll also get another entry. And those things are discounted right now. They're 15% off. So let's go ahead and bring up that bundle. Let's see here. Who's it going to be? She's getting that really cute rose gold compact. Lauren, you are getting that rose gold eye pack and the warm pinks, fun, beautiful eyeshadow bundle. You're going to have so much fun with those mattes, shimmers, all the things. And we'll get that popped to you in the mail. It might come in 2 separate things, just because Melissa lives 3 hours away from me and we have collectively put it together. Okay, so with that, you guys, I want to know before we pop off, what is the thing you're most excited to implement into your eye routine that we kind of learned tonight that you want to just play around with? Something you're excited to implement into your makeup routine. Maybe you don't ever do your eyes, but maybe you're going to try because it's a stick that you can blend with your finger. Okay, what are you going to try? Blending. Okay, we're going to blend actually using eyeshadow. I never do my eyes. This was simple. It's overwhelming, right? They give you a whole palette and you're like, what am I supposed to do? Blending. And you know what? I used a couple of colors. You know, with some of these, like any of these colors, you could just use one color and call it a day and blend her in and be done. Like, we don't have to overcomplicate it. I'm trying this day. Yes. Love it. I've been doing different mixtures of these. And if you want to, we can send you a picture that the company made of all different kinds of recipes with our shimmer eyeshadows and chroma fusions of all different kinds of ideas you could mix together. Okay, so we'll just, whoever entered in that, we'll just send you a quick picture when we're done. Blending, if I use eyeshadow, I only use one color. Awesome. So we are gonna see, dark's kind of wild on me, but this is probably gonna be my new everyday look. I don't even know why I haven't tried that one yet. All right. Well, I hope you girls have a beautiful night. Have an awesome time coming up with your family. We'll be getting you that invite to the $1,000 giveaway. Make sure to reach out to your beauty consultant if there's some fun things you want to grab and snag before that discount goes away. And if your heart puttered a little bit and there's a dream you want to go after in 2026, because 2025 went by very fast. We blinked and it's gone. Okay, and if we blink again, another year is going to go by and nothing's going to change. So we would love to have you with us if you want to. And if not, thank you so much for being one of our wonderful guests. Have a good night, ladies. Bye.